Alright guys, so today, as you can see by the thumbnail, the title, and you know what's going on screen right now, this is a no item run on the Peppy Gal stage of Super Battle Road. And you might be like, this is like the easiest stage no item, why haven't you done it yet? And the reason was, because I was having difficulty no iteming it. But I did something that you should not do, and I'll tell you why in a second. So basically, I got 3 huge buffs to this team, summoning on the LR Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku banner. And I got a lot of good SSRs. I got a lot of good SSRs I didn't have, for that matter. Like, I didn't have this Brienne de Chateau. I didn't have the Tech Caulifla. I didn't have the STR Kale. And that is what made it a lot easier. But also, like, don't summon on that banner. I made a should you summon video, and since then, like, I said I'm not going to touch the banner. I touched the banner and I regret it. I would not summon on that banner if I were you guys. Just like, you think like, oh, you just go on Twitter or the Dokkan sub or something, and you see summons where it's like there's 3 LR Spirit Bombs or Gokus, and I went in like 500 stones ish, and I got, like, other than a few good banner units that I didn't have, I didn't get like much of anything at all. But pretty much the thing that makes this Super Battle Road stage so easy is the Brienne de Chateau, or the Ribrienne, whatever you want to say. Like, she transforms into Ribrienne turn 1, but she is Brienne de Chateau, like, on her card, so whatever you want to call her. But she is insane. Like, she is low-key one of the best units in the game, and, like, adding her to the stage just made it so much easier. So, like, I'm going to break her down because of how insane she is. Like, I'm not going to do a showcase for her, because, I mean, at this point, she came out 3 months ago, even on Global, so it's like, I don't know, it's not topical anymore. I guess you could use this as her showcase, but she gives Peppy Gal's or Transformation Boost 3 key and 120%, which is a very good leader skill, because, like, Transformation Boost is one of the best teams in the game, and if you don't have an actual leader for it, you could use her as the leader. So, like, that would be very good. And then if we just keep going down, her super attack, it causes supreme damage to enemy and seals super attacks. Now, I did just talk about how good she was. What I mean is she is, like, one of the best units in the game for Super Battle Road. And you can see that because already she seals super attacks. So that is, like, insane. And then, like, she gets attack and defense plus 120%, and she just gets that at the start of turn. And then she gets an additional attack and defense plus 10%, and all enemies attack and defense minus 10%, up to 30% per Peppy Gal's category ally on the team. And then Peppy Gal's category allies get 2 key and 30% stats as far as support goes. So, like, this Ribrienne is insanely good, and pretty much all of the Peppy Gal's units, well, at least most of them, share, like, a lot of the same links. Categories, she's only on 3 categories, but I mean, what are you going to do? She's really only meant to be used on the Peppy Gal's category, although you can use a Peppy Gal's team in the Universal Survival Saga stage of Super Battle Road and win, like, pretty easily if you have double Ribriennes going in there. But then just going through the rest of the team, we do have we have Kefla, and we have the Android 18 just here. I did think about making them a rotation, but I couldn't really, because ideally you want to have a Ribrienne on every single rotation, because debuffing the enemy's attack by 30% every single turn, it just saves you so much health. Like, this, by the way, this is my first run after getting the Tech Kale, the Tech Caulifla, the STR Kale, and the Int Ribrienne, and it was just such an easy no-item run. Especially since for both this fight and the first fight, Tech Caulifla cannot be hit, because there's a pure Saiyan enemy, so she just has a 100% chance to dodge. And even in the last fight where she doesn't have a 100% chance to dodge, I think she still has like a 66% chance to dodge or something like that. It's still really good. And then also, like, the Kale does a double super if there's ever, like, a Pure Saiyan or a Universal Survival Saga enemy. So just, like, really good on this team. There's one unit I haven't talked about, and I'm not really sure who it is. I need to look at the tiny wheel. Okay, Brienne's transforming. That is the only thing that's kind of annoying about this, is because, like, I really don't like the way Brienne looks. I wish that, like, the card just stayed Brienne. I wish they didn't even make it transform, but what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, Bra's the other character. Bra can easily be switched out here. She does have, like, I think a 60% chance to dodge, and then she gives 3 key and 40% attack to the whole rotation, which is nice. And here's Tech Caulifla just being, like, insanely good. There's a reason why some people just bring her to, like, the Jiren fight, even if you're not using, like, Tech. because like just a 100% chance to dodge, it's like insane. And as long as we keep Vegeta alive, that's why here I did realize that I accidentally targeted Vegeta with Kefla in the first rotation, but here I start to like spread out the attacks a little bit. I guess not. I thought that's what I did, but it looks like I had Brienne target Vegeta. Maybe I did that to seal him, actually. That is actually probably what I did, and then next turn I'm probably not going to touch Vegeta, if I had to guess. Let's see. Do I go after Krillin? Okay, I'm checking out defenses here. Brienne's, well, Ribrianne's defense is like surprisingly high. If I wanted to put Ribrianne in the front slot, which I really did, I had to float off Kefla, because I didn't want Kefla to have to tank an attack from type disadvantage. So, I mean, that's what I had to do. Kind of sucks, because she is still one of the stronger units on the Peppy Gals team, even though she came out, like, over 2 years ago at this point. I'm not sure when her Awakening came out, but I know for a fact her card came out over 2 years ago. She was the first Potara leader. Simpler times. Okay, so we sealed Gohan there, and then I'm pretty sure we just have Kale finish off Gohan, if I remember correctly. And then her second attack targets Krillin. Yeah, okay. But one thing is, do remember, like, this is nowhere near a full category lead. Like, on a normal category team, they would be getting an extra 100% attack, like, cumulatively between leader skills. So that, on top of the fact that, like, the units that I just pulled, the Ribrianne, the Kale, and the Caulifla, all of them are just 55%. Also, last turn, it does look like I supered Vegeta just to seal him like I thought, because if I kept him alive here, because he's alive at the start of turn, just for this whole turn, Caulifla does have that 100% chance to dodge. Now here, 18 is not very useful, because she has type disadvantage, and, like, there's not much she can do here. Like, Caulifla, like, can still get that 100% chance to dodge, which is really, really good, but 18 here, I mean, she's pretty much just a damage dealer / healer, but we were already at like 100% HP, and she's not going to be doing much damage. If I ever got the 18 and Kefla. Why am I so bad at those three names? Like, if I'm thinking about Kefla, Kale, or Caulifla, there is like a 1 in 3 chance I'm going to say the right name. Nah, it's just because I'm bad. But if you get, I don't remember what order you wanted in. But if you get the Tournament Power 18 and the... Okay, that's a text that I just got. I thought it was in the video, but it's not. But if you get the Tournament Power 18 and the Kefla on rotation together in like one specific order, then I'm pretty sure it's Kefla will change some key spheres to orange, and then the 18 will change the orange key spheres to tech, and then you just like heal up by selecting the whole field, which is really nice. And now we make it to this last stage, and this last stage, it's the more annoying one, because, like, both, like, the Kale and the Caulifla that we brought, they do special things against, like, either Tournament of Power or, like, Pure Saiyan enemies, and here we don't have any Tournament of Power or Pure Saiyan enemies, so as you can see here, I do float off the Caulifla, just because, like, she's... If you're not going up against a Pure Saiyan or a Tournament of Power enemy, she's decent, but she's not great. She could definitely, like, be better. Like, I have seen some people try and use her in, like, the Legendary Goku event, just because she does, like, raise her defense on super attack, but she doesn't raise it fast enough to really do much. Now, here's one thing. It does suck that I got the Dokkan mode with my Ribrianne here, because my Ribrianne was just 55%. The Friends Ribrianne was 100%. I should have brought that up. But you might have seen that at the very start of the video. But pretty much it's just this last fight, doing it with the no items. So if you want to watch the rest of this, feel free to. If you want to take any of my advice from this team, it's like, if you get Brienne de Chateau, it's easy. You don't even need to SA10 her. I did SA10 mine, but you don't even need to. It's just the passive support to everyone here, the sealing, the attack debuff of the enemy, it is just all insane, and she really is the key to doing the no item run. Like, you don't need her to do a no item run, but she makes it insanely easy. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider to leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.